Welcome back, everyone. This is the third video in my Army Collection series. Taking a look today at my Afrika Korps. These were, of course, the German forces sent into North Africa to assist the Italians after getting a pretty bloody nose from the British. These guys were kind of getting second-rate equipment compared to the Eastern Front, which, of course, was the main focus at the time. So, consequently, they were fighting with slightly outdated equipment, but Rommel used it incredibly well and took the fight back to the British. So, this is a pretty much later mid-war collection. I have a lot of Panzer III Ns and Ls, and then I have those Tigers and the Stugs, and all that stuff kind of points towards the later part of the war in North Africa, especially around Tunisia. But I have been adding recently some forces to make them compatible with even the earlier parts of the desert. You'll see that I've added the light mortar, the anti-tank rifle into the infantry platoons. I've added some Panzer Is and a lot of short barrel Panzer IIIs. So these guys are pretty much getting to the point where I can use them across the entire war in North Africa. Alright, so let's take a closer look at some of these units. Alright, these guys right here are, I consider it my 1942 Panzer Company. I guess it could be late 41 as well, but it's basically a bunch of short barrel Panzer IIIs and then Panzer IV Ds. So they're short barrel Panzer IVs. Actually, I think there's a couple of Es or F1s mixed in there as well. So basically just the short barrel Panzer IVs and short barrel Panzer IIIs. And next to them I have what I consider my 1943 Panzer Company, but again, that's just kind of a silly name I give it. And that's a mix of Panzer III Longs, so Mark III Specials, Panzer III Ns with the snub nose, little 75, and then Panzer IV F2s with the long barrel. Okay, next to them I have some recon units, or in early war they're actually used as regular units, which is the Panzer IIs. And behind them I have some Panzer Is, which can swap in and out of those units. I also have some 8-rads you can see there, some little armored cars, and behind them I have the motorcycle recon infantry guys. Over here I have some of my heavy support. That's three Stug 3 F8s. I don't think they saw much use in actual North Africa, or, well, the Libyan part of it, but I think they were used a little more in Tunisia, especially in Sicily. Behind them I have some Tigers. The funny thing about those guys are there's sort of I'm not even sure if it's historically accurate, but there's a rumor that they were painted green. I went ahead and painted mine based on that just for the hell of it, but in actuality they were probably painted like the rest of the troops. And then beside them I have a captured Matilda. You can swap that out in early war, which I think is a pretty cool option. Right, behind them you can see I have an entire Schützen or Panzer Grenadier company. I've got the company command with all the fixins, and then I've got 3 infantry platoons. And these guys again are usable in early or mid-war by adding in that anti-tank rifle and the light mortar. Then looking a little further left, you can see that I have their heavy platoon, which has 4 HMGs and 3 81mm mortars or 8cm mortars. You can see there I have the Observer with a captured American Jeep, which I think is kind of cool. I guess it more appropriately would have captured it from the British, but whatever. Alright, back here I have my 88 battery. Always a cool sight in the desert. Very appropriate. Then I have a 105 battery. And then going a little further, I have my Nebelwerfers. Again, they're probably more Tunisia, less Western Desert. And then over there I have the 3 options you can use in early war in a Stützpunkt, and that is a 88 nest, a 2cm flak nest, and a Pak 38 or 5cm nest. They're pretty neat. I've only used them one time, but they look pretty cool on the board. I'd like to try them out again. Alright, well, thank you guys for joining me. Next time we'll take a look at my 8th Army in Africa so you can see who opposed these guys. So thanks again. You can check out more at wwpd.net and click on Battle Reports so you can see these guys in action.